Good afternoon, or good morning, depending on where you are. My name is Chris Whelan. I'm a director at the Wellington Centre of Business Excellence. We are at the start of 2025. You can see from my t-shirt, I'm still pretty much in relaxed mode, pretty much in holiday mode. I wanted to talk to you today, though, about something which I see a lot of a mistake I see a lot of business owners making, and that is a lack of vision. Why is that so important? Why do I think that is, as we start the year, that's something we really want to focus on? Well, quite simply because a lack of vision leads to, and you probably know this as well as all of us, a lack of vision leads to a whole range of things. It's not just about, and these are leadership issues, right? It's not just about the fact that your leadership suffers, but it's people don't know where to turn. They don't know what to follow. They don't know what to do. They don't quite know where you're going as an organization or as a person. And so that lack of vision really translates into three major problems. One, as I say, people don't know where they're going. So they don't, your followers or your team, they don't know where you're going, they don't know the direction you're moving in, so they don't know quite how to buy into it. That's the first point. The second point, of course, is that your customers likewise don't know what to do. They don't quite know where your organization is going. I'll give you an example. I'll flip it around and give you an example. Take something like Patagonia. Now, Patagonia, their vision is to save the home planet, right? Save the planet that we're on. They've said it very clearly. They want to make sure that people understand they've got a massive environmental focus. And so for them, for Patagonia, it's save the home planet. People know exactly what that means. Even if they don't know exactly what it means, they can buy into it. It's an environmental consciousness thing. We want to buy Patagonia products. If you look at Tesla, right? Tesla, the motor company, they want to be one of the biggest new motor companies in the 21st century. And why do they want to do that? Because they want to accelerate the world's transition to renewable energy, right? That's their vision, to accelerate the world's transition to renewable energy. And people, again, can buy into that. If I were to personalize it for a second, my vision is to see, from a business perspective, my business's vision is to see prosperous, thriving communities all across the country. Right? Prosperous, thriving communities all across the country, empowered and transformed through business. Right? That's my vision as a company. So hopefully people can buy into that as well. So as I say, first problem, if your staff don't know where you're going, they don't quite know, do they want to work there? Don't they want to work there? Are you going to attract the right people? Because they're not just there to make money, they're actually there to do something different. Likewise with your customers, they don't know what to buy into. And I guess the third thing is, if you haven't set a vision for yourself, for your organization, the major risk is that you lack focus, because ultimately you can do anything. Anything matters. Nothing matters. So anything will be good enough. And of course that doesn't work at all. But what do we know, about why vision is so important? Because a strong, well-articulated vision gives you all of those things. It gives you clarity. It gives you alignment. It gives you motivation. It acts as a compass, a true north, if you like, to achieve longer-term success. And I think that is so important for yourself, but also for your organization. I like to think of vision not just as some people say, what's your 2-year vision, your 5-year vision? I like to think of vision as way bigger than that. It's actually your North Star. It's your true north. It's the thing that says, wow, this is the thing we're going after long term. And as I say, when you've done that, and everything then cascades from that, you can have a sense of that's exactly where we're going. It's almost your 100-year goal. At Action Coach, which I'm a part of, the vision is world abundance through business re-education, right? It's not just about making money. Obviously, we know that money is important. You've got to make profit. If you don't, pretty soon you won't be in business. But for Action Coach, it's about world abundance through business re-education, something way bigger than the organization, something way bigger than making money. And creating a vision, very importantly, isn't just about writing a vision statement. It's about living it out. It's about every single day, having a visionary outlook on life, thinking about where you are today, where you want to get to each month, each week, each year, and then not just focusing on the bigger picture, but actually having attention to the smaller details so that you can get towards it as well. When I work with business owners, what I do, I use what I call a horizon model or a sunray model. Right? So you start off with the end in mind, and then you build out from there across different horizons. And if you're interested in that, let me know, because it's a very simple, very visual tool, which I work with my clients to help them build their vision. Right? So very glad to, of course, to do that with you as well. Let's just recap that for a second. As a leader, your role is to inspire, it's to enroll, it's to clearly articulate again and again and again what the vision is of your organization. And vision really consists of two major parts, if you like, and this perhaps is coming to the crux of the matter here. Vision consists of two major parts. One, your core ideology, if you like, right? Your core ideology. So what do I mean by core ideology? It's your values, it's your beliefs, it's your purpose of why you exist, right? So on the one hand, your core ideology, your values, your purpose, your beliefs. That's part of your vision, absolutely. And the second part is your, what I call your envisioned future, right? So where do you think you want to be in the next 20 to 30 years' time? What might be possible? And again, when I work with people like yourself, business owners like yourself, I use to get that strategic plan, if you like, the long-term strategic plan, starts with values and beliefs, right? What are the things that you, as a person, as a business leader, as an owner, are prepared to die in the ditch for? Now, it'll vary for different people, of course. But when I say die in the ditch, it's massively important because the tone of your organization is set by you. It's set right at the top of the organization. So what are the values and beliefs that you hold dear, that you are prepared, as I say, to proverbially die in the ditch for? There'll be some things that are massively important to you, others that are less so. The ones that are less so, let them go, right? Focus on the ones that really matter, because other people will then see, oh, hang on, you believe in this, they believe in it, there's an alignment, right? So that's the first point, your values and your beliefs. The second point is your purpose. As I say, this is all part of your core ideology. Your purpose is really about what is it that what difference do you make to the world? Why are you here? Why does your business exist? And it's not just, again, about making profit. Now, clearly, again, not disputing it, profit's important, but it's not just about making profit. What's your purpose? Why is the world better because your business exists? What problem do you solve, right? And an example, Disney as the corporation, Disney is to make people happy, right? Very simple. Why does Disney exist? To make people happy. Again, if I self-reference, I've said what my vision is about prosperous, thriving communities transformed through business. That's my vision, but my purpose as a business is to eradicate poverty, right? And that's impossible. I can hear a lot of you saying that already. And of course it is. But if all of us work together and we create more jobs and we create more wealth and business grows, we can actually go a long way to hammering out poverty in the world. And that's a core belief. And so for me, that's important. And so that's my purpose. So it's your core beliefs, it's your purpose. And then the third element of that envisioned future is, what is your BHAG, your big, hairy, audacious goal? And I'm not talking about something for the next 12 months or even the next 36 months. I'm talking about something for the next 10 to 30 years. What's the really, really, really big thing? Now, for some of you, I might hear you saying, well, we're not going to be in business in 30 years' time. And that's fair enough. But your BHAG often transcends just you, transcends your business. Maybe it's to create a legacy. Maybe it's to create a better world. Maybe it's, as Disney says, to make people happy. And maybe their big, hairy, audacious goal is to global domination, whatever it is. But it's your long-term, your 30-year view of the universe. So again, I've gone on a little bit. I hope you can see that the vision is really the thing that says, hey, this is where we want to be. It's something literally that you can see. And you can see and you can articulate it in such a way that other people can, they can buy into it as well. And with that, as I say, you get a definition of your purpose, right? You get your guide to your decision making, because people then look at it and they know what to buy into, whether it be your staff, whether it be your customers. They know what they're buying into. It absolutely, going to your staff, it absolutely aligns the teams, because they know that's where we're going to. And you as a leader are keeping on articulating it, keeping on setting the vision, maybe in your toolbox meetings. And there'll be different skills of doing it. Big corporations might do it differently. As an SME, you might do it in one way, but certainly it aligns your teams. It critically, and I've made the comment about, it's not just about the big picture, it's also about the detail. It has to inspire action. It has to enroll people to get things done, because the old proverbial thing about a dream without action is just that, it's just a dream. And so it has to inspire action, because a compelling vision motivates people to take action. It motivates them to move towards their ambitious goals, their big, hairy, audacious goals. I made the point about your clients, because definitely it attracts your stakeholders, attracts the people that are around you in the ecosystem. So that's important. That's number 5. Number 6, it drives accountability. When you've got a clear vision, it establishes measurable milestones, if you like, along the way. And again, that horizon model I mentioned, that's exactly what I built into it. Clear, measurable outcomes along the way at each horizon, so you can know, am I on track, am I not on track? Very, very important. So that it, as I say, it drives accountability. Point number 7, excuse me, it encourages innovation because you know where you want to get to. You might not always know how to get there, but you know where you're going. And again, I'll use that example not of Tesla, but of Elon Musk. He went in SpaceX, went into the engineers and said, I need you to reduce the weight of this rocket so that it can get out into space. He didn't tell them how to go. He said, we want to get out into space. That's the first point. And I need you to reduce the weight of the rocket. That's all he said. Very clear where to get to. Absolutely. Did that drive innovation? Absolutely. So that's point number 7. Point number 8, it prepares you for challenges because there will be bumps in the road. Let's not kid ourselves. We've all had an interesting 2024. There will definitely be bumps in the road. But what the clear vision does is it provides resilience during setbacks because, again, you know where you're going to. You absolutely know your end destination. And you keep articulating that, it pulls people towards it. Excuse me. Point number 9, I think it absolutely enhances customer loyalty. If you go back to the Patagonia example, to save the home planet, people buy into that, right? They buy into the desire to contribute to a positive environmental outcome, a conservation-focused outcome. So yes, they want to have good products. If Patagonia was selling junk, they wouldn't buy it. And they also want to buy into the fact that there's a clear brand that they can buy into. They can identify with it, a deep purpose for themselves because they'll have their own beliefs, right? And so a clear vision inspires customer loyalty. And the 10th thing is that it builds long-term value. Because bear in mind, you're talking about your 10 to 20, 10 to 30-year big heritage goal, and the vision contributes to that sustainable growth, that sustainable legacy. Look, if this resonates with you, and I hope it does, because we're at the beginning of the year, we're in January 2025, one of the biggest mistakes, as I say, that I've seen business owners, business leaders make around the world is to lack a clear, compelling, articulated vision, right? Whether it be, as I say, to accelerate the growth or accelerate transformation to sustainable energy, whether it be to have transformed communities through business, whatever your vision is, let's make sure it's there. Let's make sure it's out there. If this, as I say, resonates for you, give me a shout because this is not something you need to do alone. I'm very happy to work through it with you. You'll see a link in the description. Hop on my calendar, get some time. We can see whether this is something for you and how we can do it. Let's make sure that 2025, we're not sitting here in 2026, 2027 and beyond, still wondering about what your vision is. As I say, if it works for you, if it resonates with you, let's get some time together. Let's make sure that your vision for this year and for beyond is very compelling so that your teams, your customers, and everyone in your environment can buy into it. Have a fantastic day. Cheers.